The person will start the meeting.
So, hello everyone, good evening. A very warm and hearty welcome to the session of Golden Charcha. It's truly inspiring to see so much enthusiasm among us from the CA community joining us consistently 3 days a week from 5 to 6 in the evening. Your dedication to continuous learning is what keeps our profession thriving and ever evolving. So, I would like to hand over to our chairman for a welcome.
Thank you, Mank, for giving me this opportunity to address my two senior professionals on the Zoom and one of my younger professional with me, Mr. Nitin Daga. With me is physically present here. It's a matter of joy and one commitment of mine to the Chartered Account fraternity that I've told that I want to bring a professional to the ERC platforms. So it's not possible to bring each and everyone on the physical mode. So I try to bring by virtual to the extent possible so that the different topics, different professionals, different knowledge can also be shared across the country with the help of these professionals. The objective of Patodia Charcha was to touch the chartered accountant from the village to the town. Any chartered accountant across the Eastern India, which I am heading to serve this institute, I want them to please come forward, remove his hesitations, come forward, do something, and let us put our talent to the extent possible. Of course, first time में कुछ ना कुछ दिक्कतें होती हैं लोगों को, but ठीक है, this is the way of learning. We can see the very young chartered accountant recently passed. He's also here. Sunil Kumar Mehta is so senior chartered accountant and so from the industry side, he's in this in this program. Arun Patodia, he was never tried to be physically, he never dared to come physically, but he told कि विष्णु जी हम virtual से पक्का आ जाएंगे. तो इस तरह से एक जो सर्कल क्रिएट होती है ना, इसी से हमारे स्पीकर्स आगे बढ़ेंगे. तो हमारा जो ऑब्जेक्टिव था ग्रूमिंग द स्पीकर्स, ये उसकी एक पहल है. तो इस तरीके से वी आर ट्राइंग टू ब्रिंग देम बिफोर ऑल द चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट एंड बोलना चाहूंगा कि टॉपिक बहुत ही बढ़िया है. What are positive for in the energy sector for the chartered accountant? Something innovative topics there, and for which we have the Sunil Kumar Mehta ji, the ex CFO of Coal India, very enthusiastic, very supportive to the very supportive and pro to the ICAI. So thanks for coming, sir, and thanks Patodia ji who supported me at all my endeavors, and today he's here just for the special address. So thanks a lot, and thank you Nitin for coming physically to join this program. Before going further, just I would like to appeal to all of you that we have the Golden Jubilee Conference in the month of November. So please come and make our ERC a vibrant ERC. Thanks a lot for coming here. Thanks a lot. Over to Mayank.
Thank you, sir. So today, as you all know that today's topic is energy sector in 2047, which is Viksit Bharat and opportunities for CA in the sector. And also, sir will be discussing about how can a CA crack the PSU exams and all. Before we dive in, let me quickly touch upon something that is very close to all our hearts here at EIRC, the spirit of I. By a show of hands or quick chat emoji, how many of you think these values resonate deeply with our journey as a chartered accountant? Let me recap it for you. I stands for ethics. As a CA, upholding the highest standards of integrity and professionalism is our foundation. What are some ways you personally ensure ethics in your day-to-day work? Why? Why stands for youth. We are all about nurturing fresh talents and ideas. For those who recently joined the profession, is what we are serving right now. Empower. This platform, Golden Charcha, is about sharing knowledge and experience so we all grow stronger together. Let me tell you about the today's speaker. So we are truly privileged to have an outstanding guest speaker, Mr. C.S. Sunil Kumar Mehta ji. So let me just brief about him. C.S. Sunil Kumar Mehta ji, former CFO and Executive Director of Coal India, brings over 30 years of rich and diverse experience spanning treasury, taxation, marketing, and company secretariat functions. Apart from being an accomplished CA and company secretary, Mr. Mehta ji has held key leadership roles and continues to inspire many through his knowledge and involvement in social initiatives. Sir has also served as the chairman of Dhanbad branch in the year 2011. We are equally honored to have CA Arun Patodia ji as our special invitee. So I will just hand over to CA Arun Patodia ji for the address.
Okay, thank you, Mayank. A very good evening to all present in the Golden Charcha session. Today's topic in energy sector is 2047 Viksit Bharat and opportunities for chartered accountants and also how to crack PSU exam. This section will totally be covered by my senior colleague Sri Sunil Kumar Mehta ji. First of all, I would like to thank CA Vishnu Tulsian ji for giving me an opportunity for delivering a speech in today's Golden Charcha. This is my first ever speech. I was very apprehensive about coming on this Zoom meet, but he insisted that you must come forward and speak something. I am introducing myself. My name is Arun Patodia and I am founder partner in Bass & Company LLP since 1997. Energy, now I am coming to this topic. Energy plays a very important role in economic power of any country. This can be understood by the fact that two superpower of the world are superpower because they hold most of the energy share in the form of oil, nuclear power, coal, natural gas, hydroelectric power, etc. So this is very clear that in order to become economic power, you have to have control over energy sector. China is also a global leader in electric vehicle chemical energy segment. Now I would like to speak on steps Indian government is undertaking in 2047 Viksit Bharat energy sector. Indian government is undertaking under the Viksit Bharat 2047 comprehensive reforms and initiatives to transform energy sector into a sustainable, self-reliant and technologically advanced system. Government is focusing on renewable energy expansion with emphasis on solar and wind energy and also energy transition investment monitor 2. This platform facilitates over 1,000 decarbonization projects. It is providing investment opportunities across the energy sector. Government has also launched nuclear energy mission in 2025 with a hoping budget of 20,000 crore. Government also wants active participation of private players. To facilitate this, government is planning to amend various acts like Atomic Energy Act, Liability Act, etc., which are prohibiting participation of private sector in the sector. Government has also launched National Green Hydrogen Mission with $2.4 billion to promote green hydrogen energy. The government has also formed a higher level committee to formulate policies with detailed time-bound action plan. This indicates the government is very serious to take this energy sector into next level. Now I would like to add role of chartered accountant in this 2047 Bikshit Bharat. We should first understand the various policies framed by the government. And once we understand this policy, we should pass on this information to our clients so that they are benefited by these policies. Secondly, energy plays a very important role in total cost of any product. As a practicing chartered accountant of a mid-sized firm, we generally ignore energy cost part during our audit. We would be surprised to know that 30% is energy cost in cement industry and it comes to 40% in case of steel, metal and aluminium. and in other industries, it averages around 10%. See, as a chartered accountant, I have never focused on energy audit, and this plays very important cost component of a product. So our advice to the client can be like how much energy is consumed, and this can be relatively in relative mode and in absolute mode. Relative mode means, say the cost of particular product is coming 50 paisa per unit, and if the industry average is 30 paisa, then this can be a good information for any company. Secondly, we should also give our client advisory regarding how much energy is wasted and what measures they should take to improve efficiency and thus thereby reduce costs. This can also be a very good selling product for we chartered accountant in energy audit sector. Though energy audit is not compulsory in most of the companies, and I will also request CA Sri Vishnu Tulshanji to make this mandatory in industrial sector. Now I request my friend moderator Mayank to take over. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Arun Patodia ji. So before I will pass on to Sunil Kumar Mehta ji, just to make the session interactive and insightful, you all are free to drop a chat over if you have any questions or you feel to share your views. So over to you, CA Sunil Kumar Mehta ji. You can proceed with the session.
Good evening, everyone. I am thankful to CA Vishnu Kumar Tulshanji, our chairman, EIRC of ICAI, for giving me this opportunity to speak in this Golden Charcha program. And sir has also said that we are celebrating 50th year, the Golden year. So the program which will come in November, so we will participate in a huge number with huge enthusiasm. Today's program, and I am also thankful to see Arun Patodia ji, जिन्होंने बहुत सारी बातें जो मैं कहना चाहता हूँ, पटोडिया जी जो पहले ही कह दिया, तो एक स्पीकर को एक सपोर्टिव रोल तो आज आपने अरुण जी निभा दिया। आप अच्छे स्पीकर भी बन सकते हैं, ऐसी बात नहीं है। प्लीज ट्राई। तुलसियान जी, इनको जरूर मौका देंगे आप। And finally, I am thankful to EIRC and Tulsian team, the secretary, treasurer, and the whole team, and Mayank and Kumar also. Today, the topic is energy sector in 2047, and what are the opportunities for the chartered accountants. Today, few years back, after 5 years, and in the year 2047, and I also speak that some people, the newly qualified chartered accountant who wants to join public sector again, then how which subject they have to prepare and how to crack this exam. So we'll discuss later on. First, we will discuss the energy part. So we will discuss the energy sector in 2047 bikshit bharat. As you know that India is fourth largest economy in the world. Our GDP is $3.9 trillion. First is USA, second is China, third is Germany, and fourth is India. But there is some close running between India and Germany. Germany हमसे थोड़ा बहुत आगे पीछे ज़्यादा नहीं है. So we can come to third largest country in any year. And in terms of rupees, you go in the terms of rupees, our GDP is 391 lakh crore rupees. And the way we are progressing 7% GDP growth every year, we expect that in 2047, our country, India, will be the top developed country in the world for about 50 trillion economy. So we expect that in 2047, Bikshit Bharat, we will be the #1 in the world. And what is the contribution of energy sector in 2047? Today, in energy sector, the contribution in GDP is 3% of coal, and the rest around 4% of GDP. The energy sector contribute. And if we continue in the same trend that 5% of GDP of India, that will be contributed by energy sector. So what will be the role of chartered accountant at that time in 2030 and present? We'll discuss later. Now, first we'll discuss the energy sector. First we'll discuss the energy sector part, the coal, wind, solar, biomass, ethanol. These are the sectors that contribute in energy. The wind, we will discuss something because we have only 45 minutes and a lot of topics have to be covered. So we'll discuss in brief the wind energy. The wind energy अपने सदियों पहले नील नदी में आपने देखा होगा कि जो नाव चलते थे उसमें नील नदी में जो जूट का सप्लाई होता था वो हवा के द्वारा जो नाव से ही चलते थे. तो विंड एनर्जी वी आर यूटिलाइजिंग एनर्जी सिंस BC, मतलब 4000-5000 साल पहले से वी आर यूजिंग द विंड एनर्जी. द विंड एनर्जी, the capacity of wind energy in India is 50 gigawatt as of now in 2025. The capacity of wind energy is 50 gigawatt, and we are the 4th largest wind energy capacity in the world. There are certain challenges in wind energy because they need certain speed of wind, and that is available in Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, some places in Rajasthan. The rest of India does not have such type of speed of wind. We have a coastal area of 7,600 kilometer coastal area, so we can utilize wind energy through onshore and offshore. Offshore is wind is utilized near the sea shore, but the offshore energy still it is on paper. India is not able to explore the offshore energy. The cost of wind energy is around 3.5 rupees per kilowatt. The installed capacity, what I have said that there is a 50 gigawatt installed capacity in India. That is 10% of total capacity of energy in India. The wind power installed mainly in the state of Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Maharashtra, and Rajasthan. Gujarat has 26% of share, and government has formed a policy of offshore wind policy 2015 to encourage that energy should be generated through offshore wind energy. There is a potential that India can explore the wind energy by 302 gigawatt. We are still far behind what the potential India has. We have only have a capacity of 50 gigawatt, and we have a potential of 300 gigawatt. The electricity we generate through thermal is 77%, nuclear 2.96%, hydro 8.81%, renewable 11.52%. The second topic is the part of energy that will very major in the coming year, that is solar energy. Still, we are only our electricity generated only 5% of the total energy generated by solar, but the time will come that the solar will be more than 50% in 2047. The oil crisis in 2070, that is the crisis that prompted that solar energy should be utilized in the world, in the India also. जैसे अभी छठ आने वाला है तो हम लोग कहते हैं ना सूरज की हम लोग पूजा करते हैं, तो सूरज के किरणों में एक ताकत है जहां से आप इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जनरेट कर सकते हैं. यू कैन generate electricity from the solar or the sunlight. The total capacity of installed capacity of solar energy in India is 116 gigawatt, 89 ground mounted solar, 19 roof top solar, and 3 hydro. 24-25 we have recorded an increase of 24 gigawatt capacity. In 2011-12, India has a capacity of only 3 or 4 gigawatt. Now we have 160 gigawatt. So we have progressed a lot during this last 15 years. But the potential of India, because the sunlight in India is more than 300 days, and we can say that the Rajasthan has a huge potential of solar energy. The total potential of solar energy in terms of capacity is 748 gigawatt, and we are only today we have only 160 gigawatt now. So we can increase by 600 gigawatt in up to 2047, because we have a plan of 2070 net zero. So we have to explore the wind energy, solar energy to remove the coal. There is a certain government policy. There are some regulatory some hurdles also in solar energy, the land issues, the regulatory issues, the financial issues also. The other part of energy is green hydrogen, ethanol. You must be knowing that there is a mandate that you can blend 15% of ethanol in the oil, and the target for 2029-30 is 30% blending of coal. Up to 2025, we have achieved 15% of blending. So we are utilizing ethanol, biomass. The biomass is a technology that for the green energy that can be utilized in the production of thermal coal electricity generation. So there some coal is used and some part of biomass. Biomass means आप हिंदी में समझेंगे, जो पुआल है उसको टाइट से बांध के उसको कटिंग करके जस्ट ब्रिक्स के रूप में यूज करते हैं हम लोग पुआल को. दैट इज कॉल्ड बायोमास. तो देयर इज ए पॉलिसी दैट military policy that in every thermal power station you have to utilize 5% of total coal utilized. Now this has been increased to 7%. The renewable capacity in gigawatt on 31st July 2025 is 187 gigawatt. Wind is 52, solar 119, small hydro 5, biomass 9. State-wise, Rajasthan and Gujarat are the top in renewable energy. The government has decided that in 2000 up to 2070 there will be net zero country. India will be the net zero country. So there is a huge capital requirement. The government said that 2% of GDP you have to spend in renewable energy for the 1 decade. That means 331. Our GDP is 331 lakh crore, means 6 lakh crore every year. Means 60 lakh crore will be invested in the coming 10 years if you want to achieve net zero by 2070. There is a viability gap funding scheme also. In wind offshore, for up to 40% of the sanction amount, there is a capital support will be given by the government, and government has taken 7,400 crore offshore wind power. There is a 120 FDI inflow in solar. The government has approved 100% FDI in solar, and $14,858 million will be invested in the coming 5 years. So if you go through the slide, the next slide is the present scenario in the world that oil is the largest fuel used for energy, and coal is the second largest. But if you see the Asian countries, coal is the highest used fuel, and oil is the second. And coal is dominant fuel in the Asia Pacific region. The coal consumption in the world is China is the most consuming country. 55% of total world production is consumed by China. India 14%, US 8%, others are 23%. Total coal export. The major exporter of the coal is 41% by Indonesia. Australia export 20%. South Africa 7%, others 32%. The coal imports. The China import 20% of total coal imported in the world. India 17%, 13%, Japan and 50% others. So you see that India is producing coal by around 1,030 million ton. In spite of that, the country is progressing so fast, 7% GDP growth. India needs to import around 250 million tons of coal from Indonesia, Australia, and out of these 50 million tons are coking coal. So there is no substitute of coking. Coking coal is not available. Only Bharat Coking Coal Limited and Central Coalpit we can produce coking coal. Rest of India there is no availability of coking coal. So India is bound to import around 50 to 60%, 50 to 60 million tons from the other country. So in spite of that higher production of coal, commercial mining, India is still importing coal. The coal reserve, there is a huge reserve of coal is in USA 29%, Russia 19%, China 14%, India has 7% of coal reserve of the world. North America, the primary energy world consumption is average consumption is 77 gigajoule per capita per person. North America is highest 230, Europe is 115, India is only 27, and world's average is only 77 gigawatts. So India is still behind the world average consumption, but the way India is progressing, the consumption of power will increase. So India needs more power, more energy in the coming years, and in 2000 up to 2047, the average consumption will be more than 100 gigajoule per capita, and India's population is also increasing. So huge energy is required in the coming years. Solar production in billion units, India is the second in the world. China top 584, 113 billion unit. India, Japan third. So globally, 5% of electricity is generated by the solar so far. But in the coming 20-30 years, it will be, for India, it will be more than 60% by solar. So this is the summary project scenario of India. The power generation, 73% of power generation is through coal. Wind power, this wind power capacity is 1. Wind is seeing tremendous growth. The wind installation capacity is 50 gigawatt by 2025. Solar is 100. I have already said that it is from all record in 2025. Solar capacity is 160 gigawatt. And India is aiming that 500 gigawatt of installation of energy requirement by 2030. Rajasthan, Gujarat, they are much ahead in the renewable energy, 38 and 35% of total capacity. 43% of renewable installed capacity by 2000. The renewable capacity has been increased every year in the fast way. The 5.8% of total electricity is generated by solar. By 2030, solar will be 20% of the global electricity generation. Renewable energy share present is 22% in India. That will increase by 230 to 40%. And renewable will be 67% by 2047. Means coal, the share of 70% that will be reduced to 25 to 35%, between 25 to 35%. And the solar, wind, hydro, biomass, these have the great potential to generate electricity generation. And so the renewable energy and renewable share will be increased by 2047. I've already briefed the wind energy, solar energy, green energy, ethanol, and biomass. This is the major event happened in 2021. That Conference of Parties, COP26 to the United Nations framework of the climate change has decided that coal will be phased out. The first decision was made that coal will be phased out. But India did not sign this agreement because India is a developing country. If we are asked to stop coal production today, because 70% of electricity generation is through coal. If you say that from tomorrow there will be no coal production, so अगर आप ऐसा होगा तो आप समझ लीजिए कि आज हम लोग जो पीसी में कर रहे हैं वो भी नहीं हो पाएगा, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जनरेशन बहुत ही दिक्कत है. So the government of India and China also supported that coal not be phased out, coal will be phased down. That means धीरे धीरे कोल का प्रोडक्शन को कम करना है, रिन्यूएबल को बढ़ाना है, and by 2070 there will be net zero. That means 2070 there will be no coal in India. Only renewable energy will prevail in India. For that, I've already told that 60 lakh crore investment is required. So 60 lakh crore will be invested. So what we will take advantage for the chartered account? I will discuss what advantage and what professional advantage will be taken by the CAs. Prime Minister asked 1 trillion in climate finance from the developed nation. Why phasing out is a challenge in India? Because 70% electricity is generated by coal. Next 2 years, coal will remain the dominant player. But after 2035, there will be reduction in coal production and solar, wind that will increase their share. Just transition means coal will be phased out, and the area where coal production are done like Dhanbad, Bokaro, that will be developed in another city, not a coal city. And for that, the government has to bear more financial support from the United Nations or through budgetary support to develop that area, to develop that city. There is a coal import. The figure is that coal import has increased in 2023-24, and 2025 we have imported 260 million ton. Out of that, 55 million ton was coking coal, and there is no substitute of coking coal, so we have to import coking coal from the Australia and other countries. The future of energy sector is that our energy requirement will be 2.5 times of the today's requirement. So the today requirement is 500 gigawatt, means 2047. This is predicted that 2020 2000 gigawatt power capacity will be required. Out of that, 60% will be solar, coal will be only 20%, and the rest is 20%. In terms of production of electricity, it is predicted that in 2047, solar will produce 42%, gas 14%, oil 17%. As of now, the oil contribution is more than 25% in India. So that will reduce to 17%, coal will be the 35%. And coal and mining sector play an important role in shaping bikshit Bharat. And the future energy demand, I have already discussed about that the energy requirement will increase, out of which to meet the capacity is in power generation, a huge manpower is also required. Out of which 65% will be technical and supervisory skill, and the rest is mechanized. In the coming 5 to 6 years, $67 crore is going to be invested in energy sector. Projected solar and wind sector will increase, which create 3.4 million new jobs. Wind, green hydrogen, manufacturing of battery, solar cell. So there will be job creation of 3.4 million new jobs. Net zero achievement will be 2070. The main motive of today's program is that I want to only say about the where the India will be in the 2047, where the India will, how the GDP will increase, how much will be invested, and what advantage, and what are the opportunities for the chartered accountants in energy sector. First, I will say the traditional audit. If chartered accountant, suppose CA in variety firm or in partnership of one or two, there is some work like stock audit in Coal India and subsidiary company that is given only to the CAs and the firm who has not more than 2 partners. So the small firms will be given the stock audit for in the coal or mining sector. There are commercial mining, definitely what the Coal India follow, the commercial mining, they follow the same. So they will also follow the stock audit, and that will be given to the single chartered accountant or partnership firm, which has only not more than 2 chartered accountant, not more than 2 partners. Internal audit, the Coal India has, we in Coal India, internal audit is compulsory. Internal audit is done in around 100 CA firms do the internal audit. There is some criteria, but the only big firms, only the firm more than 5 partners, the good track record, that gets the work of internal audit. And internal audit fees is very handsome. As of now, it is 1,65,000 rupees per month, and they are appointed for 3 years by rotation, and the team will be 1 CA plus 3 semi-qualified chartered members. So there is a scope of audit in the coming years, 2030, 35, 47. The work will increase, so the traditional work will continue, like statutory audit, internal audit, the tax consultant, we appoint tax consultant in every subsidiary. Mainly the big 4 are coming, but now there is a relaxation. We have done some relaxation. So even the big Indian firms can get taxation audit also, especially in direct taxes and indirect taxes. There is a scope for project financing, and you can do as a project financing, because in the coming years 60 lakh crore will be invested. So they will need the services of chartered accountant. Definitely they will need the services of chartered accountant, and you will be the most capable person. I think that CA are the most capable person to advise how the finance that project will be financed. Regulatory compliance and risk management, they can also do, because the GDP of India will be 50 trillion economy, and the 5% will be the risk energy sector. There is a scope of energy sector, that means 2.5 trillion. The part of economy will be in the energy sector, and we can definitely get the scope of work in project financing, regulatory compliance, risk management, and there are some works that might come. There is in foreign countries, if you emit carbon above the required level, you have to pay the penalty, and if you emit the carbon emission below the required level, below the bar level or below the certain criteria level, you will get incentive through carbon credit. But India still no regulatory has been done, but by the time 2030, 2027, it will come that there will be some carbon footprint audit, carbon credit audit. That will be the new audit will come in energy sector. ESG audit, definitely ESG audit will come. Environment audit will come because the coal which emit the carbon, and for the ESG there is a much more stress given that the ESG work should be done by the coal sector. So ESG audit, social audit, that will come to the chartered accountant in the coming year, sustainability reporting, ESG work. So be ready that the way Indian economy is growing and energy sector is also growing. So we will get opportunity in the new sector, sustainable reporting, ERSR, carbon footprint reporting, carbon credit reporting, ESG audit, social audit, carbon credit audit, footprint audit. That will come, and we will be the good planner in the coming years. I have already text that you can be appointed as a consultant of direct indirect taxations. And there will be merger and acquisition in the coming years. The way the solar and the wind power capacity increasing, many more companies will come into existence in solar sector, in wind sector. There will be merger and acquisition. Definitely, some small company will merge in one company. There will be some demerger in big company, and definitely chartered accountant will get the opportunity in that sector. And listing of energy company. The Coal India is only listed company. Singareni Coal Field Limited, that is not listed, and that is state PSU and steel production of around 70 million ton of coal, and that is unlisted. That might come for the listing. And the subsidiaries of Coal India has 8 subsidiaries, except including CMPDI, that is consulting company, and the rest is coal producing company. The Bharat Coking Coal Limited, their IPO is in progress. They have filed DRSP in SEBI, and they have started a roadshow. In Monday, the management of Coal India has gone to Singapore for the roadshow. The last week, they have gone to Mumbai for the roadshow. So the listing of Bharat Coking Coal Limited, and that will be the big issue. Their paid up capital is 4,600 crore, and 10% is being listed. So 460 crore. The big issue will coming in the IPO sector within 2 or 3 months. And the rest companies, CMPDI in the pipeline, the 2 or 3 company, that is big company. I don't say that Eastern Coalfield, still it will take time, but Mahanadi Coalfield, the huge profit making company, more than 10,000, 12,000 crore every year. Northern Coalfield, 4,000, 5,000 crore every year net profit generating company. Western Coalfield, ACCL, Southeastern Coalfield. These are 4 profitable companies that will come through their IPOs. So the chartered accountant will be given an opportunity that they will be the part of the listing of these energy companies, and they will definitely get the scope of their professional assignment, and definitely in the coming 5 to 6 years, the scope of work for chartered accountant will definitely increase, especially for the energy sector. So be ready through the chartered accountant also, that they are capable to do anything in the world, even finance, even the non-finance also. There is some in energy sector we will get a much more opportunity in the coming years. The person who recently qualified, say 1 year, 2 years back, and they want to be in the job market, or they want to join industry. They don't want to be in practice, and mostly it is seen through the data. The recent chartered accountant, after passing 90%, join the industry. If they join the Big Four, their system is different. They go in the private sector, they are selected through interview. And there are some different method of selecting and joining in the private sector, but there is certain rules and regulations to join in public sectors. So I will discuss how you will join the PSUs, public sector undertaking. There are certain criteria, so I have given the example of Coal India Limited. There is a in 2000 up to 2020, the method was if I say in 2005 and back years, there was only interview system. 2005 to 10, they have selected through ICAI, through campus. But 2010, there is a change in selecting procedure. They are selected through written and interview exam. Up to 2020, 190 marks were given through written test and 10 marks for the interview. But recently, from 2024, there is a only written test interview, a written test examination, and through which the person are selected on the merit basis, and there is no interview. If you do well in the written test, there is no need of any reference of any person in the world to get the job in the PSU. So there are two types of examination, 100 marks each. Duration of examination is 3 hours computer based in single session, 2 papers. First paper is general knowledge, reasoning, numerical ability, English. Second is professional knowledge. The total marks is 100. There is no negative marking in the examination. Before I go through the syllabus, I want to tell how much you will get. If you get less than the industry rate, so no one will be interested in joining. The basic pay of the management trainee in Coal India is 50,000 rupees. The scale is 50,000 to 1,60,000. 1 year probation period, 1 year management training period. After 1 year, they will be posted as assistant manager finance in the scale of 60,000 to 1,80,000. Apart from basic pay, as of now, if you calculate today's DA rate, you will get 50% DA, 35% person allowances. If you posted at Calcutta, 30%, 28% HRA, and the rest, the big cities like Ranchi, Bilaspur, you will get 18% of HRA. Apart from this, you will get the advantage of 12% PFs, that is called CMPF. 12% will be rated for your salary and 12% is deposited by the employer. There is a pension scheme also in Colombia. 7% will be deducted from your salary and 7% from management side. That is 14% will be deposited in the CMPF account. And after retirement, you will get, after completion of 30 years, there is a requirement that you must fulfill that you have to complete the service of 10 years for eligibility of pension. If you leave this organization before 10 years, no pension will be paid. If you leave after 10 years, you will pay pension that will pro rata your basic NDA. You will be paid if you completed 30 years. Your pension will be 25% of basic NDA. If suppose you have in the day of retirement, your basic NDA is 3 lakhs rupees, then means you will get 75,000 rupees per month rest of the life till you leave. If you die, your spouse will get 60% of their pension. That is around 50,000 will be given to your wife or your husband, to your spouse, till she or he leaves. If you did not complete 30 years service, suppose you are completed 25 years of service, that will amount 25% will be pro rata divided. That means basic DA 25% into 25/30. You will get pension, and there is some another annuity scheme, NPS, medical benefit for the whole life, and critical disease 100% reimbursement even after retirement. After retirement, you will get 25 lakhs rupees, spouse and you, for medical treatment. For critical disease, it is unlimited even after the retirement. During the service period, the medical benefit will be extended to your children, unmarried daughter, son till up to age of 25 years, and after retirement, only spouse medical benefit is extended. So these are the benefits on purposes that Coal India will give, and the management training and the minimum the CTC, what we say the CTC, that CTC will be around 12 lakh rupees per annum for the management training. That PSU management training are generally getting even in the oil India, NTPC or corporation. The most salary is more or less the same. 12 lakh CTC is given. So there's a course. I've already told that there is a course. You have to appear in the examination. The syllabus is reasoning, alphabetical series, statement, conclusion statement, correlation, number series, coding, decoding, mirror image, decision making, cubes, analogy, data analysis, arrangement, etc. Quantitative aptitude test, number system, LCM, HCF, average, age, percentage, ratio, proportion, profit loss, time, speed, time, mixture, board, pipe, compound interest, sorts, indices, minimization, permutation, combination, decimal, element. These courses are like bank promissory officer course. English language, synonym, antonyms, reading comprehension, para, jumbles, jumble sentence correction, sentence completion, filling the blanks, and the use of words. General awareness. These are the questions they have been asked. General science, Indian polity, Constitution of India, Indian history, Indian geography, Indian economy, important monuments, places of India, awards, honor, general, sports, national, international, wildlife, ports and plant, author, union budget, current affairs, national, international, computer awardee, the climate change, sustainable development. This is the, and that was the general awareness examination. The professional knowledge. There is a course of accounting. There is a short of time, so I will not read all Indian accounting standard. And India's, this is accounting standard 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 9, 14. Average due date account, current ledger, financial statement for none, not for profit organization, accounts for complete, incomplete account, accounting for special transaction, hire purchase, installment, investment, insurance, climate, insurance claim for loss of profit and loss of stock in partnership from accounting of computerized environment. Business law, Indian contracted, negotiable instrument act, payment of bonus act, employee PF, payment of gratuity act, company act 2013, preliminary prospectus, share capital, appointment of auditor, audit committee, power of board, dividend, and others. Cost accounting, introduction of cost accounting, material, labor, overhead, method, job, batch, contract, operating, operation standard, marginal costing, budget, and budgetary control. Financial management, value of money, financial analysis, planning, financial decision, types of financing, investment decision, management of working capital. Income tax, there is syllabus of Income Tax Act 1961, and that will be now the Income Tax Act 2025. But in the coming years, in this will come basic concept, residential status, clubbing, set of carry forward losses, basic concept, heads of income, provisioning, clubbing, set of carry forward losses, etc. Advanced test, TDS, filing of return, GST, concept of supply under GST, input tax credit under GST, place of supply, concept of inverted duty structure, GST, TDS provision, e-invoicing, GST, e-mail bill provisioning, invoice, debit, not credit, not using timelines. Advanced accounting, AS 4, 5, 11, 19, 16, 26, 20. Redemption of debenture, accounting for a special transaction, insurance company, banking company, ACT companies, departmental account, branch account, including foreign branches. Auditing and insurance, audit and insurance standard, preparation of audit, internal control, watching, verification of asset, company audit and audit report, social audit. So these are the courses. You prepare well, and the cutoff marks generally comes to 150. Out of 200, you have to at least get 150. Then the chances are very high. In Coal India, around 100 vacancies of alignment trainees always come in every year. In other company, NTPC, Indian Oil, Power Corporation, many companies, they create the vacancies. So the examination pattern is more or less. So you prepare well. You are a professional, very good qualified CA, but you cannot complete this examination unless you prepare like bank PO examination. There is a general awareness, reasoning, mathematics, science. So you prepare well if you want to join public sector undertaking. And the salary package is not bad, I think, in keeping in the present scenario of the industry and the practicing CS. There is a good scope of promotion if you join as a management trainee, and the rest 30 years you spent in this any company of NTPC like Coal India, you will get promotion, and you have talent and good knowledge and the management supporting system, and definitely you have a high vision. You will become the director of finance of the respective company and the highest post of the finance. Definitely, some person who have become the chairman of Coal India and CMD of subsidiaries company, the CH has also joined last year. Last month, the Samir Datta, the chartered accountant, has also retired from the CMD of BCCL. He was a chartered accountant. So there is some very much scope that you will not be restricted with the finance. You can also promoted as a CMD and the chairman of that company also. So I'm thankful to once again to the EIRC of ICAI, especially Binshu Tilsanji and his team who has given opportunity, and also thankful to the listeners, especially the young CAs who have spent some time to learn this technique also. I will definitely, I wish all success in your life. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable insights over the topic. So now I'm thanking the audience for us being such a great audience throughout the session. Heartfelt thanks to Sri Arun Patodia ji for gracing us with his presence and enriching us with the knowledge. A very special thanks to our distinguished guest, Sri Kumar Mehta ji, for generously sharing his invaluable knowledge and experiences with us. Your insights on leadership, finance, governance have given us both inspiration as well as learning. So, should we take some questions if anyone has? We will just wait for 15 to 20 seconds. If anyone wants to ask something, they can.
I think there is no system of any.
They can drop a text. I think
the attendees cannot ask any question. The mic
can
is
drop.
off, that's it.
They can drop a text over the chat box. I think.
You can see that if they can ask through chat.
Just wait for 15 to 20 seconds and then we can wrap up the session.
Yes. Sumit Singhania.
So is the question visible to you in the question and answer tab?
Sumit, ask your question. You write your question, I will reply.
Please retain the question in the question tab. Swing it over. So this is the question.
Your question is long, but what I understand that you have asked the technical capabilities. The chartered accountant, I think they are very quite capable to do in energy sector. Whatever the challenges, whatever the challenges of financial planning, whatever they will give, they can do very well. You have asked the incentive and consumer with good incentive information for availing such benefits also easier. So you ask through my mail, Sumit. I will reply this big question. I will reply you through mail. You can get my email address from the institute.
Okay.
You send it. I will reply.
Fine. I'll send it to you.
Okay, so thank you to everyone. We wrap up the session. We will look forward to welcoming you again in our next session. Until then, keep the spirit of learning and collaboration alive. Thank you so much, sir, for joining with us.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Tulsianji, thank you. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.